everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be doing my April TBR to be read. So basically everything that I will be reading for the month of April. Before we get started, you guys already know the drill. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Also go ahead and turn on notifications if you guys are interested in my uploads. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I have both my bookstagram and my personal Instagram linked down below. If you guys are interested, just go ahead and check those out. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So I think for this month I sort of have some interesting picks. I decided to add a little bit of romance into my life because last month, as you guys all know, The Minders by John Mars got me into a reading slump. And also I was looking at my shelves and I have so many thrillers that I need some romance in my life. So the first book that I'm really excited to get into is The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai. Yeah, I think that's her name. I actually got this in January. It was my book of the month pick and I'm really excited about it. I don't know much. I think it's about two childhood friends that are being very pressured by their families to get engaged, and so they decide to do this fake dating situation. So it's obviously going to be one of those fake relationships to love. What is that? Fake dating to love sort of tropes, and I'm just really happy about it. I feel like I really need some palate cleansers after all the thrillers that I read for March. I need something nice, romantic, maybe a little bit steamy. We shall see, but I do have high hopes for this. Next up, we have The Project by Courtney Summers, and this book, I believe, follows a sister who is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she's trying to infiltrate this cult in order to save her sister who has kind of gone MIA since she joined this project. So I tend to really like cult books. I find it very interesting to read about it, to read about the practices, how people get brainwashed. I will say that Sadie was not one of my favorite books. I believe I gave it a 3 out of 5, and that's a book that a lot of people love by Courtney Summers. So we shall see. I'm a little bit hesitant about this, but I'm still very excited. So as you guys know, every month I like to follow the picks for a few book clubs, and I like to follow the Book Troop, which is by Gabby Reeds here on YouTube, which is like one of my favorite booktubers. I feel like her and I have almost the same taste in books. And I also like following Books and Lala's book club, which is called the Literally Dead Book Club. And this month, coincidentally, they chose the same book, which is Every Vow You Break by Peter Swanson, and I am so excited about this book. I think it's gonna be a 5 out of 5 for me. We are following this newlywed. What's her name? Let me get her name first. So we are following Abigail, who she has fallen in love with this millionaire, and she's really happy, and they're about to get married. But the night before the wedding, she has a one-night stand with this man that she doesn't know. And she ends up kind of brushing it under the rug and going with her life, you know, moving on. And on her honeymoon, the man appears. And he is sort of obsessed with her because he thought it was something more than just a one-night stand. So I really like that premise. I think that it's so interesting. I love kind of passionate thrillers where it's like the villain, or so you think it's the villain, is kind of obsessed with the main protagonist. I think that's just so interesting. So I'm excited, and I'm predicting it right now. I think it's going to be a 5 out of 5, but we shall see. As well as following the book clubs, I also like to do the Buzzwordathon by Kayla from Books and Lala, and I don't don't know, it's always so much fun kind of looking for the key word in your books. So this month it was a word regarding or having something to do with space. She said it was open to like planets, stars, moons, sun. It was open to a lot of things, sky. And so I ended up choosing Sirius Moonlight because it has a moon by Jen Bennett, and I actually own a lot of Jen Bennett's books. And I love collecting them because they're so pretty, but I've never read anything from her. And I'm excited. I think this is what am I saying? I think this is like a romance slash mystery. I don't know much about it, actually, for being honest. This book, I think it follows two teenagers or young adults, I'm not sure, who work the same shift at a hotel, and they find that a mysterious writer is staying at the hotel and he is meeting with someone that they're curious about. I don't know. And they go into this whole mystery trying to figure out what's going on with the writer. I don't know, and I think they'll fall in love. Sorry, you guys. That is all I can say. I don't really understand the synopsis that well. Actually, I didn't read the synopsis, but that is what I think it's about. Okay, moving on. Next up, I actually really want to get to these books this month because I actually had these books pre-ordered and I still haven't gotten to them, and I hate doing that to myself. So the first book that I have here, which let's just acknowledge the cover because it's gorgeous, it's called If I Disappear by Alyssa Jane Brazier, I'm not sure, but this is basically about a girl who really enjoys listening to true crime podcasts, and one of her favorite hosts goes missing, and she decides to take matters into her own hands and goes to see what is going on and where her favorite podcast host has gone to. She's trying to figure out the mystery, so I like it, okay? I like the cover. I bought it. I want to read it now. So yeah. The next book I have is Every Single Lie by Rachel Vincent. Now, I'm not sure if this is like a thriller or like a hard-hitting contemporary. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was. I'm more inclined to say it's a thriller, but I'm not sure. So we're following this girl who lives in a very small town where rumors spread like water. Like water, is that a saying? I don't know, I think I just made that up. Anyways, there's like a lot of things being talked about her, and one day she actually finds a newborn baby in a gym bag and everyone assumes that it's her baby, something like that. I don't know, that doesn't make sense because if she doesn't have a belly the whole time, why would they assume it's hers? I'm not sure, but it's something about that, and just a lot of lies coming out that the town is hiding, that her family is hiding, and that is that. Alright, you guys, so that is pretty much it for this TBR. I was gonna go and pick some out from my TBR jar, but I decided to skip that this month and just kind of mood read. I'm a mood reader, so yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next week on my next video. Bye bye. If you leave the Christmas lights up till January.